Welcome back, guys. I'm so excited. I've been bringing to you back-to-back videos on everything I'm making for this year's beauty baskets for Christmas gifts. Making homemade beauty products is one of the most fun things that I enjoy doing. I love giving them away. I love using them myself. And if you've missed it, I want to share with you some of the things I've made so far. So the first video was this beautiful lavender salt bath, and then we made a green matcha honey, just delicious, nourishing face wash or face mask that you can use. The last video was the body wash, and which is a honey Castile soap mixture. It's just so yummy. And now today, I cooked my sand. Did you know you can cook sand? I cooked sand that I harvested from the river up at the cabin just to disinfect it really well. So we're gonna make a sand scrub for your body, just a good exfoliator. And then the last video will be body butter or a tallow balm, whatever you choose to use it as. So stick around, because at the final video wrap up, I'm gonna put it all together and show you how I give it as a gift, and maybe just give you some ideas on DIY but beautiful, luxurious gifts you can give to the ladies in your life. So let's get going. I need to get the sand out of the oven, and we'll be coming back and mixing that together. Super easy again. Okay, so I cooked this sand, just a big huge cookie sheet of river sand that I harvested up at our cabin, and I cooked it for about 40 minutes at 300 degrees. And that will kill off any bad, germs or bacteria or anything that might be naturally occurring in the sand. So I'm gonna come on over here to the kitchen, and we are going to mix it all up. See how much we get, as always. Okay, I had to get it off the pan and measure it out, and I have about 2.5 cups of absolutely beautiful, clean sand. When you're using natural sand, you'll want to sift through it and get out any little bits of weeds or sticks or anything like that. So this has all been filtered out, 2.5 cups, and I need equal that of coconut oil. So now I'm going to scoop out the coconut oil, get that just melted down a little bit so I can work with it, similar to how I did it in the last video. I'll just throw, as much as I can, scoop out that I think is going to be 2.5 cups, melt it down just a little bit in the microwave, and then I'll be back with that. So I ended up melting it down way more than I wanted to, but I'm a little bit shy of 2.5 cups, and I thought it was a good opportunity to share with you that you can also use olive oil. You don't have to use coconut oil. So I'm just going to use olive oil to measure up to the 2.5 cup mark. Okay, just to make up the difference. And then we're gonna pour this into our sand and mix it all up really well. Once I have it good and mixed, I'll share with you what essential oils I'll be adding to this. Okay, so you can see that there's quite a bit of oil settled on top, just because I really shouldn't have gotten it that melted. So I'm actually gonna pop this in the fridge just for about 20-30 minutes, let it cool down and let that coconut oil thicken back up. But before I do that, I want to add about a teaspoon of rosehip oil. That's the rose. And then we're gonna add lavender as our essential oil. And you would probably add about 80 drops, and I know one thing for me is about right under 30 drops. All right, so we're gonna mix this in. And then once it starts thickening back up after I pull it out of the fridge, I'll give it one final mix and then we'll jar it up. Look at guys, how well this turned out. So look, remember how thin it was? Can you imagine? I wish you could smell it too. Oh, the girls are gonna have such a great spa day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this put in the jars. It's gonna be probably a little bit messy to jar up, but I'll clean up the jars after I get them loaded. So I'm just doing this small, again, 4-ounce jelly jars. Oh, and so funny, I think recently I did, it was the cooking videos, or the cooking gifts, you know, making up the jar mixes, and I was talking about giving them away. And I think people thought I was crazy that I was giving jars away. And maybe it is a bit risky, but I guess I believe if I give, I'll be taken care of. So you could totally do this though in not mason jars. If they're precious to you, you could use, you know, little disposable Tupperware containers or reusable, repurpose some body containers that you keep around the house. You definitely don't have to use mason jars. I just think it's precious. Okay, so there's one jar. Now what I'm gonna try to find for decorating this little jar, I think it would be fun if I could find like little wooden spoons. So the gift recipient could easily spoon it out themselves. So I'm probably gonna just run over to Salvation Army, see what I can find there first, and if I can't find anything, then I'll run to the dollar store. I wonder if I'm gonna have enough left over of this for myself. I tell you what, I used that, I had been all out of that matcha honey face wash for a while, and I used it this morning, and oh, you just don't even need moisturizer with it. It's so nourishing. And the big jar will be for the girlfriends, the big basket. This will last probably all year, a year's long worth of pedicures, cleaning up those knees and elbows for summertime. And I know somebody questioned whether I would worry about this clogging up the drains. I don't think sand is any worse than using like dirt that you would wash off your body, but the coconut oil probably wouldn't be best to rinse down the drain. So I would do just a normal pedicure like you would at home, and then just toss out the water outside in your landscaping beds or something like that. Now, some other ingredients you could add to this if you wanted it to be more of a detox sand scrub, you could add Epsom salt or Himalayan sea salt to it, and that would be a good addition. All right, we ended up with the pint of sand scrub, and it's just really a great exfoliator, and 4 jelly jars. So these, in a little bit, goes a long way with this, guys. So this pint should last whoever the winner is a good year if you do a good exfoliation, like probably every 2 weeks or even once a month. And that is just going to be beautiful with what we've already started with, which is our body wash, Epsom salts, which is a lavender, lovely Himalayan sea salt, Epsom salt bath, our matcha honey face wash, now our sand scrub. The last thing to add to this is our whipped tallow body butter. So come back for that video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am bringing it to you. And if you missed the beginning ones, we'll link them down in the description below. So if you want to follow along, you have plenty of time to put this together for a wonderful holiday treat for somebody. Thanks guys for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.